And Emma James has joined us in the studio as well for Media Watch, and you're bringing us the latest developments following the killing of Cecil the lion.
Yes, absolutely. And it would seem that now the hunted have become, or the hunter has become the hunted, because Zimbabwe is pushing for Walter Palmer to be extradited. He, of course, is the American dentist who has admitted shooting Cecil the lion in Zimbabwe. Now, The Guardian reports on this particular episode of the story, saying that the Environment Minister, Opa Muchinguri, says he should face trial for financing an illegal hunt, because, of course, he paid $50,000 to enable him to have the opportunity to kill this animal. She refers to the 55-year-old dentist as a foreign poacher, not a trophy hunter or a hunter, and says he should be made accountable. Now, meanwhile, the United States is looking at whether any American laws were broken, because the extradition treaty between the two countries, the US and Zimbabwe, dictates that for anyone to be extradited, the charge must be a criminal offence in both countries. So that's one thing that we're waiting on. Another thing that we're waiting on is there have been many petitions about the killing of Cecil the lion, one of which is an official White House petition. And for anyone to get a response from the White House, they have to secure 100,000 signatures. Now, as we can see on this one, they've already got more than 180,000. So the White House has 60 days now to post a response to this petition, and we don't yet know what that's going to be. We do know that US officials are trying to track down Walter Palmer, who it appears has gone to ground. The Washington Post says that they've spoken with Ed Grace, the Chief of Law Enforcement at the US Fish and Wildlife Service. And he said, "I'm sure he knows we want to speak to him," because they've tried many different methods to get in touch with this guy. He also reveals that the hardened trophy hunter should know exactly how to get in touch with them himself, because he's already been in trouble with them. He was convicted for lying about a bear kill in Wisconsin several years ago. So lots of people on the trail of Walter Palmer, but no one succeeding just yet.
Now, the scale of this global reaction has been questioned by some people, but there's a far bigger picture here.
Absolutely. It's not just about one lion. Global Post, for example, is talking about the fact that there are 6 endangered animals that poachers are hunting into extinction. Of course, one of those is lions. They also talk about elephants, sea turtles. And what they say is that Cecil's death, sadly, is only the tip of the iceberg. Each year, humans deliberately kill thousands of the animals that we're privileged to share the planet with, even the ones who we nominally call protected. Now, they blame 3 groups of people: trophy hunters, criminals, and those who are simply desperate for cash. But if we take a look at this, the most interesting fact that I found in this article is that rhinos, their horn is sold for $65,000 a kilo, which is actually more expensive by weight than gold, diamonds, or cocaine. So you can see there why the industry of hunting and trophy hunting is so profitable for these countries. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger has been weighing into the Governator, the Terminator, and of course former bodybuilder, and he posted this photograph on Instagram from his old bodybuilding days. These are trophies and this is not.
Brilliant. You've got to love Arnie. Anyway, finally, you're going to talk to us about an internet sensation, and that's People Power, of a musical kind in Italy.
Yes, the Rocking Thousand, they call themselves. What can you do if your favourite band hasn't ever played near you? Well, what these guys did in the town of Cesena in Italy, they got 100 musicians together to play Learn to Fly, one of the best-known tracks by Foo Fighters. And let's take a listen. It's impressive stuff.
They sound pretty good.
They are amazing, and more than 6 million people have now watched this video. There have even been some questions about it sounds too good. How did they manage to sound this good? But there are also videos floating around of people who had their mobile phones at this event, and they've just recorded it on their mobile phone, and it still sounds pretty good there. Now, another person who thought it sounded okay too, is obviously Dave Grohl, because he has now responded to this. He, of course, the lead singer of the Foo Fighters. He's responded in Italian on Twitter, saying, "How beautiful," then following up with the words that they all wanted to hear, "See you soon." And then later on today, he actually posted a video in Italian in which he says he can't speak Italian terribly well, but that the video was good, super nice, thank you so much. We're coming, I swear, we'll see each other soon. Thank you so much. I love you. Ciao.
Wow, so they've won themselves a concert. All right, thank you very much for that, Emma James. You're watching France 24.